And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Ali LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here he goes. Here's Schofield. Off target at the rim.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
The home team on D. Here's Bellinelli. Misses off the left iron. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's the three. No good that time. Out to the wing. Lets it go. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
The three ball. Harrison, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Pulls it. The rebound by Harrison.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
He takes it in, and the shot's good. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's DeColo. Here's Laverne. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's tipped. Here's DeColo. This one for 3. The shot misses. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Okay, thanks, Ali. No good on the second free throw. And here's the fast break. And he lays it up and in. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. And they're running. Jumps up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
1:41 left to play in the first.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Here's Schofield. No good from outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Schofield. 1:09 left in the first quarter.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
In transition, here they come. Good on the bucket.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Harrison. He's scoreless. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. No good there, off the double clutch.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. Nicolo's got 7 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Bellinelli. 17 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he gets the bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Ajinça. To the middle. Here's Laverne. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And Zizic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They get it back. And he jams it home with authority.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yeah, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Jackson. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Defended by Jackson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Here's Lee. No made baskets yet. They set the pick. From the arc. On target from range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Lee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Outside Tucker. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Tries again. Zizic laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Lee. With some arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Lee's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Left side Tucker. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. No good with the finger roll. Here's Lee. And that misses. That would have put him up. To the paint. Intercepted. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. They set a pick. Fires the 3. Zizic with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Left side Tucker. Pass to Kaycock. Takes a 3. No good there. Here's Maladon. Checked by Tucker. Here's Lee. the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Oh, deflected. Jackson against Tucker. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Lee. Takes the 3. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team.
And he makes the first.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Lee. Give him 8. Here's the floater. Morgan with the rebound.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Tucker. And he dunks it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Lee. Knocks it down from distance. Lee's got 11.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Tucker, the pass to Kaycock. Yep, that one goes.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Leading by a point. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots, please.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props. They've been smart with the decision-making.
They're certainly running the offense well. You know the coaching. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. There's a screen. Driving in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Laverne. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From deep. Ldlc can't hit. Fast break, here we go. Harrison, the pass to Schofield. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Bellinelli. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's Schofield. Here's DeColo. There's a screen. Second chance shot. And he gets the jumper to drop. DeColo's got 9 points.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Harrison. That one's good. This game is all even. Harrison's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harrison's gone 1 of 3 from distance. Here's Bellinelli. And there's the drive. And a missed layup. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Harrison for the lead. Offensive board. Pass to Schofield. Here's Harrison. Here's Ajinça. No points so far. And they take the lead.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Here's Bellinelli. High arcing shot. And there's a pick. The three. He buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
1:14 left to play in the third quarter. The rebound by Harrison. And here they come. Throws it up high. There's the steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Off target with the 3. Here we go. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Picked it. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Ajinça. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison. Shoots. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They're up by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Lee. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Tucker. And Zizic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tucker drives it in. And he can't jam it through.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Here's Maledon. Clock at 4. Count it. Good. Maledon's got his first 2 points of the night. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Kaycock.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
There's a screen. Jackson surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Now that's a confidence booster. Great effort on the offensive glass.
Well, his value increases when he can get offensive boards late in games like that.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Lee into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Inside. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
To take the lead. And he lays it up and in. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Defended by Jackson. Tucker. And it's off from three-point range. Tucker's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Maladon attacking. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. Wow!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Minute 32 left in the final quarter. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And slam dunk by Tucker.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Jackson with it. Pass to Lee. 6 to shoot. Cash.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Left side, Tucker. Here's Morgan. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lee, the jumper from the wing off target.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Pass to Tucker to take the lead. And they'll get another chance.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
The home team calls timeout. 7 seconds left in the game. They set the pick. For the win! Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Harrison to the inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Bellinelli. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That free throw no good.
Number 53, taking 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Here's DeColo. They set the screen. Clock at 6. There's Laverne. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off.
And no surprise here at this stage of the game.
In place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Here's Harrison. To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's the pick. Here's Bellinelli. Knocks down the long J. Bellinelli's got his first 3 points of the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Here's Harrison. It's picked off. There's the drive to take the lead. Can't capitalize inside. On the break.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
59 seconds left in the OT period. Here's Bellinelli. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Harrison.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits. Looks like he's really finding his rhythm out there. This defense better have a plan.
Here's Ajinça. Pass to Schofield. Oh, he can't jam it home! And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The home team calls timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Here's Harrison. Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Oh, my, what a tremendous...
Another tie! And we're going to have a second overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Hey, can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Here's Lee. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for your home team, number 19.
That one misses. Here's Bellinelli. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Away team foul. Number 53. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Lee. They set a pick. Sweet little floater.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Maledon.
2 minutes remaining.
That one goes in.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
A minute 58 left in the second overtime period. Here's Bellinelli. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. It's both from the stripe.
Hitting all your free throws at the end is huge in this league. So many games are decided by razor-thin margins.
There's a screen. Jackson for 3. He's off on that one. Here's the break. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Lets a floater go. Doesn't go that time. The 3. Can't hit that one.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
Pass to Lee. For 3. Shot is off. Shooting 7 for 15.
Number 13. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Lee. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Bellinelli.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
They set the pick. Here's Lee. Got a hand on it. And he stays with it. 6 on the shot clock.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Melli in at the power forward position. Here's Baldwin. Sweet little floater.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Melli. Pass to Baldwin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
They get it back. Here's Schofield. Puts up a three. DeColo can't get it to go. He's with it. Working out a Jinsa. Good work there as it goes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's DeColo. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Melli with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's DeColo. Sinks the triple.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Marjanovic with it. Laverne on him. Pass to Baldwin. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Harrison to the middle. And Laverne throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Harrison. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
A nice shot by Baldwin.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harrison scanning the floor. There's the three. They get it again. And Laverne kicks to Harrison. Shot clock at 6. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Melli. A second chance effort. They shoot again. Pass to Hayes. Here's Biberovic. Tries yet again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Now, here's a Jinsa, covered by Hayes. And they're on the break. A nice shot by Melli.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Jinsa with the bucket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Melli passes to Marjanovic. Inside. Here's Melli. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. DeColo dishes to Ajinça.
Away team foul. Ball one. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to DeColo. Floats one. Count it. DeColo's got 5 points so far. Here's Baldwin. And it's in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Schofield. From down in the low post. It goes. Here's Hayes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 4. And we'll... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They fall in the rankings this time around. Not an easy situation.
When you look at this visiting team, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Lee out there with Melodon. Then there's Black. And there's Jackson.
Ball is turned off.
On Friday, then on Friday. Lee with the ball. They've got Melodon. Lee out there with Black. And there's Jackson. Lee outside. Driving inside. Black. Back to Lee. Shot clock at 3. Unloads. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Personal foul, first team foul.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. So it's the visitors now. Shanla. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And here is Lee. Six to shoot. Here's Black. The rebound by Colson. Covered by Lee. Shanla. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
They set the screen. It's stolen. Takes it inside, and he makes good on the layup.
they're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Out to Lee. Goes up on the wing. Can't hit from 12.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by, misses in close. They set the pick to stop the drought. The rebound by Colson.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Outside Jackson. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6 to the inside. And here's the fast break. The shot by Colson, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Jackson kicks to Lee. 5 to shoot. There's the pick. Lets it fly from 18. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Lee's got 5 points so far.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And that one's good, Colson.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Misses from short range.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
29 seconds left in the first half. Shanwa and the call on the ship, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Shanwa, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Good on both. 26 seconds left in the first half. Now Lee. He's got 5. Pass to Maladon. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Black. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around? Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the visiting team. That is more than enough of...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. They've got Harrison, and it's Laverne in at the 5 spot. Really left alone that time. Colo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin, and it's Melli in at the 4. Knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. Schofield passes to Laverne. Pass to Ajinça. For 3. And it's Melli with the rebound. Ajinça's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Melli passes to Hayes. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Schofield. They set the pick. Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket. Where
Was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's DeColo, finished off the break. DeColo's got 10 points.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Now, here's Ajinça, guarded closely. Pass to Laverne. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Here's Melli. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. It's to DeColo. They set the screen for the lead. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 12.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The shot's good from Hayes.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
To the paint, here's Laverne. Over in the corner, Ajinça. Here's Harrison. Shot, high post. No good that time.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. There's the pick. Here's DeColo. 12 points for him. Lots of room. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bibanovic. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Schofield, just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has...
Personal foul. Second team foul.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Baldwin. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Schofield. The 3. They get it back. Here's DeCola. Here's Harrison. Launches it, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Baldwin. 3-pointer. Rebound by Agenza. Here's Harrison. DeColo passes to Schofield. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Schofield's got 6 points in the quarter.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by 2, and we'll have the start. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Aladon is out there with Lee. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Black. Lee outside. A floater. Count that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Meladon. Pass to Black. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. Here's Hayes. No good that time. Hayes has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor to the inside. And then Meladon with the dunk.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, it makes the basics look pretty exceptional. On the wing, Lee to take the lead. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Marjanovic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Back to Lee. There's a screen. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Melly. And he banks in the lane.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Melly's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Now here's Jackson, covered by Hayes. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Now they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lee with the ball. They set the pick. Top of the key jumper, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And that one is good from Colson. Colson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Down low. Pass to Maladon. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. Good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Pass to Gutteridge. 5 on the clock. Here's Colson, guarded by Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Lee. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Black. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. He can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Second team foul.
So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And an intentional foul right there.
Number 13. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Number 21. Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's the screen. Lee outside. Launches it from deep. A shot that time, not on target. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Ali LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baldwin in at the point. Here's Melli. Uses the glass on the layup.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Here's Melli. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for the away team.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. About a minute played here so far in the first. To the left wing. And there's the screen. No good with a layup. Now Hayes. Here's Melli. Back to Hayes. Pass to Baldwin. Shot clock at 6. Marjanovic passes to Baldwin. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. 4-3, and Bellinelli gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Marjanovic. It's wide right, hits off the rim. He's defended by Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's Bellinelli. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Bellinelli's got his second basket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. And he knocks down the first one.
Home team foul. Number 53. First personal foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first.
Away team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot from the inbound. It's hauled in by Baberovic.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And finished off by Hayes.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Bellinelli. He has 6. Six to shoot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. In transition. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Baldwin. To the wing on the left. Here's Melli. Up and in on the layup. Melli's got 5 now.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And there's a pick. To the left side wing. Jacks up with 3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Now here's Hayes. He's covered closely.
Man, good whistle there.
It's his first trip to the line. That one misses.
Hayes at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Bellinelli. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Looking to win the run. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Baberovic. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The shot's good.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin, and the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Here's Bellinelli. Pure from 3-point range. 11 points in the game. Pass to Melli. Let's go with a 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no...
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Pass to Kaycock from outside the arc.
Away team foul. Number 21. First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
It's hauled in by Kaycock. To the middle. Here's Zizic. Finished off the break.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Kaycock passes to Morgan. Here's Kaycock. Still without a bucket. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Tucker. Misses the 3.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Hey, expanding his range. It's hauled in by Kaycock. It's stolen by Birch. They're running. Guterich with the bucket. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. There's a screen. Tipped away. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. On Sunday, then on Sunday, all right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Tucker. There's the 3. Misses again, now 0 for 3. Takes it inside. Second chance effort. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. They set the pick. Pass to Zizic. To the left wing. Inside to stop the drought. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Tucker, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And he gets that one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Off target from outside. And they're pushing it up. And here they go. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Guterich. Checked by Tucker. Back to Birch. Launches a 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Outside Tucker. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Zizic with the rebound. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Tucker, the pass to Morgan. There's 25 seconds left in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Off target with the 3.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
The baseline J is off the mark. That'll do it for the first half. Up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half.
You take a look at the visitors. They've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the home team.
Guys,
that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Baberovic. Hayes in the high post. Pass to Marjanovic. 5 on the clock. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've got Hayes. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Baldwin in at the point.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Baberovic. He's got 5. Pass to Marjanovic. The 11-footer. That one is off. Here's Bellinelli. Fires from deep. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Screen by Marjanovic. Hayes for 3. On target from range. Hayes has got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bellinelli can't hit. Here's Baberovic. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Baberovic has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Baberovic.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hayes, the pass to Melli. Back to Hayes. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for the away team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Melli, the pass to Baldwin. Poke loose. And they're on the break. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum. Stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Now here's Hayes. Tightly guarded. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. Here's Bellinelli. He's got 14. There's a screen. 4-3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Now here's Hayes. Defense right on him. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baberovic. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Marjanovic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the away team.
First one falls for him.
Marjanovic taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Bellinelli. 17 points in the game. No good on the 3. Here's Baberovic. Good. Baberovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Here's Bellinelli. No good with the triple. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Melli. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. Here's Bellinelli. He's defended by Hayes. Here's the pick. Let's go with a 3. Bellinelli can't hit.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Melli. No good on the triple. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Baldwin. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And he can't get that one. They've got Nico Melli. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Peperovic in at the shooting guard position.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Melli's gone 3 of 5 from the field. Here's Bellinelli. Over to the wing. He's defended by Hayes. It's hauled in by Beberovic. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Melli. Back to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And he drops it first.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
And he can't hit the second. Oh, it's stolen. Shot from the wing. Zizic with the rebound. Down low. Here's Kaycock. And the layup is good off the glass. Kaycock's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Guduric. Checked by Tucker. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, he tries a 3. Zizic with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Burt's the pass to Baldwin. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
2 minutes.
Offline with a 3. There's 1:47 left in the 4th. It's hauled in by Kaycock. Kaycock's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
First personal foul, second team foul.
drops in the layup off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Home team foul. Zizic. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
Good on the first. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Blocked! 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Baldwin, the pass to Birch. Oh, swiped away!
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 10. And so he makes both from the line. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. It's going to go the other way.
Out of bounds. Home team ball.
17 seconds left in the game. Drives to the hoop. Misses from short range. And an intentional foul right there.
Man, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
At the line for the away team.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Harrison, and it's DeColo in at the 2 guard. Now here's Bellinelli. He's tightly guarded. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's DeColo. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Bellinelli. From deep three-point territory. They grab their own miss. Pass to Singelia, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Harrison. From outside the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's DeColo. Bellinelli is covering. High arcing shot. It's deflected, and they get it back. Clock at 6. Harrison passes to DeColo. The three-pointer no good. DeColo's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Clyburn.
Away team foul. Out inside. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Bellinelli up top. Shot clock at 5. Clyburn covered by Agenza, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's DeColo. Bellinelli is covering. Harrison scanning the floor. Misses the jumper.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Clyburn sinks the three-pointer.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's DeColo. Bellinelli is covering. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
DeColo's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Singelia. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Lays it in off the breakaway. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's DeColo. Bellinelli is covering. Lets it go with the 3. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. DeColo's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. And the basket by Singelia.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
DeColo passes to Schofield. That one good for 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Bellinelli shoots the 3. Schofield grabs the board.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Ajinça. Tight defense on him. The tray. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. To the middle is Angelia. Now, here's Bellinelli. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Lee out there with Melodon. And there's Jackson. Then there's Black. He takes it in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one step.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for your home team, one stance. The play is under video review.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lee with the ball. Into the lane. The rebound by Morgan.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
A nice shot by Tucker.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Melodon. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Yes, that goes in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Tucker. Pass to Courtney. Takes a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Lee, that's good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Here's Courtney. Here's Tucker. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lee outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Offensive rebound. Switch. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Courtney buries the long-range jumper. Courtney's got 9.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
There's Lee with the 3. Again, the miss by Lee.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Jackson. Here he goes. Powered down with both hands.
Number 13.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Tucker. Pass to Courtney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 9 feet out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, second.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Lee outside. 1:21 left in the first half of the game. Rebounded by Tucker.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Chalk up 2 there. 13 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Right side, Lee. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Courtney. 13 points in the game. Fires the 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. On the wing, Lee, guarded by Tucker. From deep. He goes up again. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Tucker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Lee outside. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And so we wrap up the first half. They lead by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court to run.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the home team.
It's all been great.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Now, here's Ajinça. He's guarded closely. There's a good screen. Here's DeColo on the mark with the 15-footer. DeColo's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They've got Laverne, and it's Ajinça in at the 3 slot. Clyburn. Good on the shot. He has 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Hands it from downtown.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Shengelia the pass to Hackett. Here's Sangelia, 6 on the shot clock, and Bellinelli kicks to Sangelia. Clyburn tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ajinça, offline with his 3. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Bellinelli for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bellinelli's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Hacking. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Shoots. Off target. That was a little heat check. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
There's Harrison. They set the pick. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Sangelia.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Schofield gets the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Clyburn covered by Ajinça. Out left to the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's DeColo. Bellinelli is covering. Here's the floater. That one goes in. DeColo's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And here is Bellinelli. Here's Sangelia, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
No coverage that time. He's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And that one's good, DeColo.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Bellinelli. Defense right on him. Laverne grabs the miss. Schofield passes to Harrison. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Hackett. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. They're up by 8. And time for the short break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Morgan. We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the point guard. Pass to Courtney. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. To the middle. Here's Black, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lee outside. No good from outside.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has
been. Here's Tucker with the drive, and Tucker slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Rebounded by Jackson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Lee's gone 33% from deep tonight, 2 of 6. Here's Tucker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lee outside. Six to shoot. All alone. Lee can't get that one to fall.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Tucker has screen. Coordinate.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Lee outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely. It's blocked. And they're running.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Lee.
Old team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Five on the clock. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Kagan, the pass to Courtney. It's good. Courtney's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
No good from Lee. Here's Kaycock. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And a wide open look for Lee. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now Tucker. Pass to Courtney. Back to Tucker. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
From deep three-point territory, off the mark. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. The shot by Melly, no good. Going inside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Hayes. There's a screen. To the inside. Melli, the pass to Marjanovic. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's DeColo. There's the drive. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Harrison. Takes the 3. Melli with a rebound. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Baldwin's shot is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Harrison. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now here's Hayes. He's closely guarded. This one for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Ajinça. He can't hit that time.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Baberovic. And he drops it in from the low post. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's DeColo. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple. DeColo's got 7 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Baldwin. Launches it from deep. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Harrison. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Baberovic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. There's a minute 47 left in the opening quarter. With the teardrop. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
DeColo's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Melli. Off target at the rim. 1:19 left in the first.
Home team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Harrison. They get the rebound. Here's Schofield. No points yet. Out left to the wing. Takes a 3. And the basket by Ajinça.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Off the inbound pass. And no good. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the paint. Here's Laverne. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
They get it back. Schofield passes to Harrison. Here's Ajinça. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Baldwin. Screen by Marjanovic. Baldwin's shot is off. Here's DeColo.
And at the buzzer, count it. Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the...
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 11. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Teo Maledon, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. Here's Lee. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Jack's up a 3. He can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Goodrich. Got it. Good job in the low post. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Lee from deep. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Misses from close range. And here comes the break. Pass to Jackson. Here's Maledon. And there's a pick. To the middle. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Goodrich. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Here's Lee. They can't stop the run with that one.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Inside, here's Maledon. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Maledon's gotten his first basket of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Defended by Jackson. The shot that time not on target.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
1:46 left to play in the first half of basketball. And the basket by Lee.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Lee's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. They get it back. Pass to Goodrich. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And that one's good. Maledon. Maledon's got 4 points this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Not going to go that time.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Pass to Guduric. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Shot's good by Black.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Lee. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3. And we've reached halftime in this one. They lead by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the visiting team. And that'll do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the 1. They set the screen. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Baberovic. And the 3 off target.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And the shot goes down. DeColo's got 15 points.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Pass to Marjanovic from outside the arc. The rebound by Harrison.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. There's the triple. Marjanovic passes to Hayes. Here's Schofield. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Will it go? Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Baldwin's gotten his second bucket.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
To the inside. Fast break, here we go. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Screen by Marjanovic. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Tipped. Here's Schofield. And he's going for the lob.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Baberovic. Up again. The shot off that time. Here's the break. Here's Schofield. From down in the low post, it goes. Schofield's got his second bucket of the night.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Shooting one.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's DeColo from the arc. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's the break, and he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up. No debate there. He got hammered.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw misses. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Down low. It's tipped. Pass to Harrison. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Lets it fly. And he hits the jumper.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off, made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Right wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's Baberovic. Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer, no good. Here's the three. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Got it.
Now, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Fires the three. The shot, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's DeColo. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. On Thursday, then on Tuesday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
The three. Drops in the three.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Jackson right side. And the dunk by Jackson.
He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it. Here's Guterich. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Lee. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And the shot goes in.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
The three. Guterich with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
That one's good for two.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Three-pointer. That one no good.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Launches it. Unable to get that one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter here. Brent, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but you know, looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. It's really where you enjoy all that hard work.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Here's Lee. Off the mark there with a three. And it's Lee with the rebound. For three. That shot missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From 10 feet away. And the shot is good. Dropped it in off the front of the rim. Here's Black. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Comes up empty down low. There's Jackson with the three. Nails it from three.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Number 13. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Line for two. Number 21.
And so he hits both. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Fires from way outside. Misses. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver.
Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And the basket by Singelia.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Here's Baldwin. To the inside. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Bellinelli with it. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And so here's the home team. It's a three-point game. First quarter, just over a minute played. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They fall in the rankings this time around. Not an easy situation.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're coming together probably slower than most people anticipated, but still extremely dangerous, but trying to work out some kinks here early on.
Here's Biberovic, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6 from deep three-point land. The rebound by Marjanovic. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Biberovic. Marjanovic kicks to Baldwin. Pass to Biberovic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Clyburn. And the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one's good, Marjanovic.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Bellinelli. Clyburn. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Melly.
Intermediate tournament. The ball goes to the away team.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Clyburn covered by Hayes. Clyburn. Second shot opportunity.
Home team foul. Nicola Mele. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:33 left to play in the first. Now here's Bellinelli. T right on him. Shot clock at 5.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
From the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Marjanovic passes to Baldwin. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bellinelli for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bellinelli. Bellinelli's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Biberovic. Bellinelli is covering. There's the screen. Floats one up. Rebound by Shingelia. Biberovic is gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Marjanovic. Rebound by Shingelia. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots. The play will be reviewed. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Baldwin. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 2. And the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. We got Courtney, and it's Kaycock into the power forward position. Here's Colson, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Courtney. Pass to Morgan. Clock at 6. Here's Courtney. 3-pointer. That one, no good. on Friday and then on Tuesday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here's Morgan, still without a basket. Pass to Tucker. Here's Courtney, trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And he gets it to go. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And a strong finish with two hands.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Courtney. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Here's Coulson, and an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Courtney, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. There's a good screen. Down low. Shanla. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That bucket in no time at all. He's got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Tucker the pass to Courtney. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. Plays it up and banks it in.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right wing. Now Tucker hasn't made one yet. Here's Courtney. Pass to Zizic. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And he drives in. Off target at the rim. Here's Kaycock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Both shots good from the stripe. To the wing right side. And that one's good. Coulson. Coulson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Pass to Courtney. Jacks up a 3. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gutteridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Courtney. 7 points in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree.
Now let's take a moment here. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Baldwin. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2 spot. A nice shot by Baldwin.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Bellinelli. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. We've got Baldwin. Marjanovic is out there with Hayes. And it's Biberovic in at the 2. Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. It's good. Marjanovic has got 6.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Clyburn covered by Hayes. They set the pick from downtown. Buries it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Melli in at the 4-man position. Here's Bellinelli. He has 6. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Launches a 3. And it's Melli with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
A shot by Biberovic, no good. Biberovic has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Pass to Bellinelli over Hayes. A shot by Bellinelli, no good.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Hayes the pass to Melli. And he lays it straight in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Sangelia. The rebound by Marjanovic. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Melli. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the free throw, no good. Marjanovic off with the layup. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the basket by Sangelia.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul, third team foul.
The visitors on defense, trailing by 10. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Third team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. There's the drive. The layup missed.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Clyburn covered by Hayes. Clyburn. It's rebounded by Hayes. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The rebound by Biberovic. Here's Baldwin. 2 points. That one goes. Baldwin's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third, and they pick up 2. 8 points for him.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
.105 left in the third. Melli passes to Marjanovic. Out to the right wing. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Here's the break. Bellinelli for 3. The rebound by Biberovic. Biberovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Melli missing. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. That one drops for him.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Marjanovic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's Bellinelli. He's tightly guarded. Here's Sangelia trying his luck from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Marjanovic, Baldwin out there with Hayes, and it's Melli in at the power forward. And here is Bellinelli. Pass to Sangelia. Clyburn covered by Hayes. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Melli with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one's good. Biberovic.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Clyburn off target with his 3.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's the triple. Baldwin can't get it to go. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Coulson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tucker. And that's off the glass and in. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and a good job to find a quality shot in tight. That should be the goal every trip down the court.
Fires the three. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Zizic.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
From deep three-point land, Kaycock pulls it in. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Here's Tucker. The rebound by Coulson. Coulson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gutteridge. Goes back up. Shanla. Pass to Gutteridge. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Gutteridge has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Pass to Gutteridge. Rebounded by Tucker.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Courtney, that's good.
Courtney, 3.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gutteridge. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
At the line for your home team.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Kaycock. Pass to Zizic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
He's off on the first.
For the away team. Zizic. 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that